Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your love and relationship reading, so I'm gonna be picking up your energy and the person you are dealing with. It can be anybody. I'm just gonna be significant, I'm just gonna be picking up significant energy around you and you are dealing with, okay? And yeah, all right, let's get into this, okay? What's in your heart space? What do you truly want out of this relationship or in this space, okay? Oh, that jumped out of it. Knight of Pentacles. Isn't it a nice card? Look at the green. I really like this card. All the colors. Green is also in like a heart chakra. It's like a very, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So, what's driving you to want Knight of Pentacles? Like, what's your 3D reality to want Knight of Pentacles? Pertaining to this relationship, this connection or situation. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. What is that? The Hermit in reverse. Okay. And what's your advice? Oh. Okay. Death and rebirth. Wow, you got two major arcana back to back. Okay. What's your external energy? Meaning how you are showing up to this connection, how they are perceiving you. What is the energy that we're emitting outwardly? We got Bat. Bat and Hermit, both are similar energy. Interesting. One is reverse, one is upright. Cool. Okay. Now get another layer to this. Knight of Pentacles, please. Knight of Pentacles. This one. Ten of Swords. Hermit, please. Oh, too many cards. Not gonna take that, or should I? No. Okay. Empress. Wow, Aquarius, what's going on? Lot of major arcana there. Okay, Death, please. Page of Cups. Okay. Alright. Let's get into their energy. What do they truly want? What's in their heart space regarding this space, regarding this connection, relationship? Okay, let's take this one. Lovers in reverse, major arcana. Okay, why they want the Lovers in reverse? What's their 3D reality that driving them to want to be in Lovers in reverse energy? Nine of Swords. So you have 10 of Swords, they have 9 of Swords in reverse. You both are coming out of something. Okay, what's their advice? Ending something. Internal turmoil. Ending of internal turmoil. Their advice, please. The Sun in reverse. Okay. How they're showing up. External energy. How you are perceiving them. What kind of energy they are emitting externally. Oh, they got two. Okay, Wolf in reverse and Lion. Okay. Now get another layer for these 3 cards. Lovers, please. Wow. Two of Cups and Lovers in reverse. Okay. Uh-huh. I see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nine of Swords, please. The Sun. What's going on? Sun in reverse here, Sun here. Okay. They need to deroot something. Okay, the Sun, please. The Star in reverse. They got two major arcana in reverse in this advice, and they have line. Are you dealing with Leo? I mean, they have a lot of Leo, strong Leo energy. I'm getting there. Strong Leo energy. Okay, anyway. Alright, Aquarius, let's get into the reading right away, okay? So, what do you want? You truly want is this. Your Ten of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. What confused you? Something confused you. Something completely took a toll on you mentally. You couldn't see the right in a right way, left in a left way. All the things became kind of hazy, and you are like and questioning. Oh my God, I'm Aquarius. I'm like most intelligent sign in the zodiac. Why can I? Why cannot I get a like I cannot tell that where is the head and where is the tail. It's like I don't know what happened in this relationship, but something confused the hell out of you. You did not understand, no matter how much you tried, what is what, where you stand in this relationship, or something. It feels like that it's like almost like you're grasping onto the sand, dry sand, and every time you try to hold on to it and try to give a shape to it, it just falls through your hands. And because of this kind of frustration, because of this kind of constant trying to understand the root of it and failing to do that and unable to grasp on it, you are like, you know what, I don't think you want to leave this relationship, but you want to get out of that Ten of Swords relationship, Ten of Swords energy. And with 10, I feel like you are doing it. You are, instead of focusing on your mental understanding of rational understandings of this relationship, you are trying to focus on it, on the material understanding of this relationship. Like, action speaks louder than intellect in your mind right now. You are focusing on that kind of energy. You are feeling like, okay, you know what, I'm not trying to figure out the like a maze here. I'm not trying to go through this maze, because every time I try to go there, I always find myself lost in it. So I'm just gonna figure out what I have in hands. Like, what I have in hand means, you know I'm getting a very confused energy, that like, that's what you wanna hold on to something. You wanna hold on to something in this relationship. You, more than anything, hold on to, you want to know that where you stand. It could be vice versa. So please take it as it resonate. If you need to switch this, then switch, do whatever, but take the, if you resonate the energy, that's it. Okay. So I really feel like that there is a sense of holding on to this relationship, not like a relationship per se, but understanding where is the ground in this relationship, where do you stand in this relationship. That's what you want, and you don't want to focus on too much on mental thing. You want to focus on, okay, like, okay, let me deconstruct here a little bit. Like, when I say Knight of Pentacles kind of energy, what you are moving towards, like, let's say you have an expectation. You told them, maybe, I need you to be there, that, maybe some kind of place, some kind of big event in your life, or some kind of small event maybe, but which has a big significance in your life, and you want them to be there, and you want to count on whether they can be there or not. You are trying to focus on where you stand and how much you value in their life, by focusing on their action rather than their words or feelings or something, because those kind of things really put you in a lot of turmoil, and you always felt yourself lost within that. So you are trying to focus on something very tangible. Do they when I need them, are they really by me, by my side? Do they really, it's not like a constant checking, but like the tangible things that you can count on to validate a relationship. You are trying to focus on those kind of things. Why? Okay, look at that. Why? Because Empress and the Hermit in reverse. Because you really want to get out of this, out of your head, because that's what put you in a lot of stress, lot of misunderstanding. Even though you felt like in the before, you felt like, okay, I'm gonna go within, I'm gonna spiritually uplift myself to understand where I am, but it did not work for you. It just did not work for you. And you want something very Empress, something very grounded. Empress is a Taurian energy, Venus, ruled by Venus, something that you can count on, something very tangible. You went inside, you went within trying to understand things, but you only found, instead of light, you only found this kind of heavy darkness. It felt like that you were floating in the air without any ground, without anywhere to land onto. And so that's a very unstable energy even for you, Aquarius. I mean, air element is more flexible when it comes to stability and groundedness, but even for you it felt very, very shaky and rocky. It really took a toll on you, and you really want something which, like, you want to receive something which is tangible. Yeah, like Knight of Pentacles is like a very earth energy. So from this mental space, you want to move towards more toward material space. Like I said, give some example, it could be very many things for many people, but you wanna, like, when something matters for you, does that matter for them as well, in practicality? So in a nutshell, I'm saying that from mental space you are more gearing towards practicality, because mental space did not really work for you. You want to go there, you want to go to the higher spiritual level where material, give and take is, yeah, it's fine, but more understanding, deeper understanding to spiritual level, be deeper understanding to mind-based level. But it really did not work with you with this relationship. So now you are getting into the material world and trying to manifest that, and trying to understand where you stand in relation to 3D world and with them. And with that, like, you do come to them like as if, like, you are coming out of something. They can see that there is a transition going on, like the way you used to behave. They feel like that you are trying to, you are closing off some kind of circle. Definitely you are closing off this 10 of swords, which is like this mental space. So you are more gearing towards practicality, you're more gearing towards feasibility, like, of this relationship. And they can see the shift, they can feel the shift. Whether they're accepting it or not, we are going to see that, but they can feel the shift. There is some shift is going on with the bat, which is all about, like, coming out of this inner knowing and trying to manifest that inner knowledge in the material and the external realm. And they can feel that there is a transition is going on with you, because what they want, what they truly want, is like in their heart space is lover in reverse, and the 2 of cups. So maybe, what happened with that, you both are on the same page, Aquarius. Even though it may sound like, this is a doomed love, but it's not actually, because they are also, lovers is all about spiritual connection. Lovers is something that you feel like, oh my god, this is the one. But trust, like, that not everybody you meet that gonna be the one kind of connection. And this is, I'm really feeling the connection you two have. It's more like, give and take. It's more like equal give and take, more real based connection rather than spiritual based connection. So maybe you both wanted that spiritual based connection, but it's not, you cannot force into something. You cannot force something to be something else. You cannot force a chair to be a turn into a billiard table. Either you accept the chair as a chair or not. So I feel like you both coming to an understanding. You both has been very stubborn because you have this idealization of how love it you both love each other. I'm not doubting that, but it's more material based, and you thought that when you love someone that deeply, it has to be something like outer worldly experience, like a spiritual base. But every time you try to delve into that, it only made the water muddy and completely like clouds your judgment as well as theirs. So they are trying to get out of this. Lovers, lovers is all about spiritual, spiritual connection is kind of, like knowing that person is for, is your like a makes this holistic completeness within you. But this is not about that. This connection is more about equality. This about connection is more real based, more material based, give and take, equal compassion, equal respect, equal like reciprocation, those kind of things is very um this is a kind of love where you love someone and you believe that the love can exist outside of yourself. Lover is more of love is something which is within yourself, and then you see that love in others, and even if you don't get any kind of reciprocation, even if you don't get all the constant back and forth, you still feel the love blooming inside you, and it's just very different kind of energy. But this is like more of a, like I said, you are going towards more to reality, practicality. They also want that. They want equal give and take, emotional exchange, like being there for each other, more grounded, more practical based love. That's what they want to go get in, because you both are coming to an understanding that you are trying to mold this relationship into something that is not really. You are trying to mold this relationship something, like a very I don't know, kind of elevated way of love, but this is more grounded. So you both are coming to this acceptance, that accept this love, accept this connection for what it is, and you both trying to come to an understanding that this is not really that kind of spiritual thing. It's more of a being for each other in the real based 3D world. Yeah. And why they're doing this, because look at this, they also gone through a lot of it. It's not you, that's what I'm saying, you guys really love each other. But not every love has to be like this, be there for decades and decades and century after century. Not every love, like this is a love of companionship, where you can form relationship. Lovers are not really relationship based love. It's more of a spiritual understanding of each other. Even though you guys are not together, the love bond is there. But this is not that kind of the love. This is kind of love where it sustain on and thrive on the basis of practicality, on the basis of being there for each other in a reality based world. And they are understanding that as well, because they have gone through a lot of turmoil as well. They look at this, they're like nine of swords. Oh my god, it felt like they blamed themselves. They feel like, okay, maybe I don't know how to love. Maybe they question their ability to love, and it actually made them very tired and exhausted, self-doubt and lot of stuff. And they're coming out of it, because they're understanding this, the reality of the situation with the sun, reality of the situation, which kind of accepting the things the way they are, rather than trying to force a different kind of shape onto it. This is very very beautiful. And how they are coming up, look at this. They're wolf, they're not in, it's not like wolf is all about, it's like a loner. It's all about in their senses. It's all about like really sensing the environment, really sensing the inner world and all those kind of things, like a sense based existence. But rather than being self-based existence, they're coming off as if, okay, I'm gonna make it work. It's like more goal oriented, more practical. This is fire, more like, okay, I know what it is with the sun. They are saying, they're coming off as, okay, I know what it is, and I'm gonna. So you both are actually experiencing changes in energy with each other, whether you are talking to each other on that aspect, like or not, I don't know. But I really feel like they can feel that you are changing with the bat, and you can also feel that they are changing from this ethereal way of being. Maybe they have been silent, maybe they wanted you to understand their silence, and you tried to, and but because that connection is not like a lover kind of connection, so you always feel confused, you always feel like you are misinterpreting something, you always feel like you are inadequate to do something, and that kind of questioned your ability to be in love. It did the same thing for them. You guys are really mirroring each other. Or the two of cups, two of cups is, so whatever happening with them is actually also happening with you in a different way. So I feel like you are sensing that they are more like goal oriented, they are more like action oriented with the lion than the senses oriented, and that's really nice. You are coming out of the some kind of illusion. That's fine. And what's their advice? Their advice is same the what they're doing, like in like a star in reverse, sun in reverse, like feeling that, not to feel that, be grounded. That's their advice. Be grounded. Maybe they really like you both, but maybe they are the one who actually feel that love is something that has to be outer body experience, that has to be, look at the sun, it's like a uttermost happiness where you feel like that nothing else matter, no connection is matter as long as you are connected with this one soul, like this lovers. And the star, it feels like everything is aligned, that star is talking to you. It's like everything magical, that kind of sense of self is, they try to associate that kind of sense of self with love. But here their learning is that there are different kind of love, there are different kind of stages of love, and here the connection you guys have is more material based, is more give and take based, is more practical based, and they need to accept that if they want this relationship. And the universe is telling, it's fine, if you don't feel like outer body experience it, if you feel like the sun is exploding and all the warmth you are getting from this connection and it's gonna be fill you up for the rest of your life, if you don't feel all these kind of things, it's fine. It's fine, because this is something more practical based. They are more dreamy. I'm not saying dreamy is great, dreamy is great actually, but this is not every aspect we can apply on every situation of our life. Every relationship has their own charm, has their own aroma. If you and try to learn to accept their aroma, like the relationship the way it is the learning. It's a real talent. And for you, it's like page of cups and death and rebirth. I really feel like that like I said, you guys are really mirroring each other. You also need to let some kind of like belief system go and really try to, like a material pleasure. It's not about, everything is not about, you both are very spiritual oriented, but you both come to a relationship where there is, you feel the love but it's very material based. That is the conflict here. And you feel like, oh, maybe then it's not love, and then there is it is love, but it's just a different way of love. I feel like you both long for this spiritual connection, but here it's saying that it has to go through this material connection first. Whether these two of cups can evolve into a lovers, because lover being there, I feel like that energy still exists. Whether that can be transformed into lovers in later on, we don't know, we have to see. But in order to go there, we need to go through this equal give and take, equal respect, being with each other in a material world, and respect each other and accept each other the way they are. That is the conception that's need to be altered in your mind, and focus on more earthly pleasures. How does it feel to be with one another? I think you are going for that. You are with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, how does it feel to hold their hands? How does it feel to be with them? How does it feel to go on a vacation with them? Or not vacation, just go anywhere, just random traveling, like, and then how does it feel to just like be physically intimate with them, and have this expectation of cooking for them, or they're cooking for you, or cleaning house together, like all these mundane thing which may not be considered as the higher love or whatever, but those are the stages of being equal to each other and compassionate way, in a very loving and emotional based way. And that's what Page of Cups is advising, because they have Two of Cups, like being in the present, being in the material. There is a lot of material, some pleasure there. Not everything has to be spiritual. We feel like the spiritual is the only way to be. No, there is if you are not enjoying what you immediately have and constantly in their mind and creating a different world, spiritual world, there is a huge gap. Spirituality manifested through the material understanding. That is what the universe is trying to tell you, and that will feel like a little like complete shift of ideology, complete shift of how you see things. So that can take, like death and rebirth, you talk about this energy pretty lightly, but it's actually very hard to do. We are, like when you have certain kind of beliefs for so long, it's very hard to change. It's very easy for me to say, okay, just change your personality, change your perception. No, that's not easy. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of dedication. So whether this can happen, whether this can happen with this relationship, or you both gonna feel like, no, maybe this is not for me, it's up to you. But here it's saying that this is a kind of relationship which requires a different approach than you thought the ideal love should be. This is not about idealism, this is about practicality. And through this practicality and material manifestation, you can go to this, you can connect with this spiritual connection. But whether you are both are ready to do that kind of work, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm telling you what energy is coming to you. Whether you accept it or reject it, that's up to your dedication and how much committed you are with each other. Alright, Aquarius, I will see you next time. Hope you get something out of it. Thank you. Take care. Bye.